Hello everyone, welcome back to Netcode-Hub channel. It is a great pleasure to say welcome. Now this channel, that is the Netcode-Hub, facilitates on .NET lessons and projects. So you can subscribe, like, and also share this channel. Now in this lesson, it's going to be a short one, and we are now working on .NET Maui app, that is either desktop or mobile app. I'm going to show you how to publish an app, either it is Windows or Android. Now this publishing, we are not storing this online, uploading this to the Microsoft Store or the Google Play Store. Let's say you have your organization and you want to publish this app, create an internal app for the organization. So we don't need to upload this online because it is within. Also, when you have a personal application you want to install in your computer or install it on your phone, your Android phone, you don't need to install it or upload it online. So this is going to be the native, the local one. So how to publish either Windows app or an Android app and install. That is what we are going to have a look in this lesson. So let's start. I have a simple, it's an Android project, but I'm going to also build it in the Windows app as well. So it is just, there is an app that I've built. You see, this is a login page. Now with this login page, you know, it is an Android, but it is in the Windows mode. So you see that it is not the proper way to do that in Windows. You see the login here, and you can expand it very long, so you can see. All right, so let's assume we are done with a project like this, and we want to, this is our login, and we want to build this to make it as an application to install, or as a package to install on this Windows. What can we do, or how can we do it? That's what we're going to have a look. Now first, I'm going to close this. So there are some basic things that first you have to do. That is the icon, the name, and also the target. So for this Windows side, let's right click this. So right click on the project and then go to properties. Now you can see when you click on project and go to properties, you have this error, because when you use the preview version that has the .NET 8.0, this is an error from the community, so they are yet to fix it. So if you want to make any changes in the properties using the .NET 8.0 preview, you can have access to, and let's use the stable one, which has .NET 7.0 and 6.0. So we are going to build the Android in the stable version, but this window one, you can build it in this preview version. So we can just click on this. So let's close this. So instead of going to the properties, let's go to project properties instead. So click on this project, and now we have this project details here. Now in here, you can see we have the application title. We can specify it here. Okay. Now what we can do from this project properties, we can do it here. So this is the application title. Now this is the company name. So you can set this. Now as you can see from here, this application title is an Amber Ambulance. The application ID here is COM, that's the company, Netcode-Hub.Ambulance App 1. Then, when it comes to, you see this is the version, so you can change the version or maintain it as it is. Now, these are the things that you can configure. Also, you can talk about, this a key file. I have done this. We're going to do this also. You can see you have an application icon. You have copyright and all this stuff. So you're going to write them, or we're going to put them here. So you're going to say if you're not having using .NET 8.0, while you can have access to the properties, you can just pause the video. Now grab this property group or put them over here, and now pass in the data or the information that you want to attach to the application. When we are done, you come to the icon. So we have the app icon. So here I'm using a different icon, that is a API, or that's an app icon SVG, and that is a color, that's a red. And you can see this is also the splash screen. So I have another image or other SVG file for this splash screen. So if you want to grab an SVG, go to online and now get an SVGs or image SVGs. You're going to have a lot, or you can actually create your own, then you can use it here. So you need to change the Maui icon and also the Maui splash screen icon. So these are the two things that you need to do here. Now, once you're done, then we're ready to go. So we have to first build the project. So let's build this project, the main project. So click on this. So first, let's clean. So let's wait. So succeeded. Now let's build this project. So as you can see from here, it is building the project. Now let's wait for it to finish or see the next step to do after this is done. All right, so you can see that here we have the application built successfully. So once succeeded. Now the next thing that we need to do is let's check this. So click on this debug, and now let's do the configuration manager. So with this configuration, change to release. Now maintain this. That is the project that you want to do. So, and that's an active solution. So set to release, and that's going to pop up over here. Any CPU, yeah, we choose that. So you can see we have the release version here. And the next thing that we can do here is, once you have this release, let's also build a solution. So let's build a solution whilst it is in the release mode. So we build it, then we go in there and publish it when this is done. So let's wait for this to finish the building, then we see the way forward. All right, so you can see that the build is also done. One succeeded, 0 failed. So the next thing that we can do here is, whilst in the release mode, let's go in there and build or create our package. You make sure this is selected from this tool, that's the Windows machine selected. Okay, so right click on this and click on publish. So click on publish. Now when we come here, you can see we have two options that you can actually select from. Now it is asking us, how would you distribute this application? So this time around, we are going to select from the side loading. So what actually is side loading? The answers are here. Click on that and you can see side loading apps is when you install app that aren't from the official source. And that's the Microsoft Store as an example. So let's say your organization may create its own app, including line of business apps. So many organizations create their own apps to solve problems unique to their business. So as you can see from here, let's say you have an application, this app or this package that you don't want to upload it online, but rather one is an internal one, or you want to install it locally. Then we can go for the side loading. So do you want to enable automatic updates? You can just click no or yes, any of them can click. And now the next thing is, here we don't want to get a certificate since we're not going to install it online, local one. So let's skip that and I'll click on next. So let's publish, and here we need to create a profile. So as you can see, the version start from automatic increment. So you can increase it over here, but let's maintain this and let's create a new profile. So select release, and this is the Windows 10. Let's choose default one. It is the 64, so we can choose that 32-bit. So you can choose the 64. So that is what we want. That's our target runtime. We need it, or it has to be installed on a Windows 64-bit operating system. Self-contained is true. So everything that this application needs in order to run on the computer, it has to get it, grab it, or add it to the package. And as you can see, there is the location that you want to install it. So we click on OK. So once you have this, now there is a publish profile that has been created here. Then we can move ahead and click on create. So as soon as I click on create, let's see what happens here. So click on it. So you see publish started. So it is publishing our app. So let's wait while this finishes. Okay, so you see from here that it is done. And that's what we're going to do. We have to navigate to the root folder. So we can have it, or we can grab it from this, the bin and the release, so that the file is over here. So we can grab it. Now let's navigate. So where is the folder? Okay, so that is the project, and you go to the bin release, and it can be found in the Mercator list or the window version. So you see we have published here, we have the app over here. We can also grab the same app under the window section, and it is over here. So let's open this. We double click on it, and it's going to generate the file for us. So let's see. So from here, that is a project. You see we have a bin debug, and we have our app in here that we can actually grab it. So you see this is a package now. So we go back here to find that, go back to debug, and let's see, Windows 10, and publish. Let's see where to grab it, app package. Okay, so that is this file. So we can grab this file, or we can install this. So if I double click on it, you will see it is asking, it's saying that Amber Ambulance is already installed. So do you want to? If it is not, then I could have installed, but it is stored. Now you see it's saying that this package is not signed with transfer certificate because we did not sign, and because it's an internal app. I can click on launch, and now this is going to launch the application, as you can see from here. So you wait, and that is the app. Okay, so you see the icon over here, and that's the ambulance service. So if let's say ambulance, do I have, you see I have the app installed over here. Okay, so that is for Windows side. Let's check how to do that in the Android too. So with Android, the first thing that we have to do here is let's also, it's on the same release. We've built already. We can also build it once more. So let's click on solution. Let's clean solution. So clean. Now let's change this to framework, and now we are going in for Android. So we choose Android. But with this, you can see that this is the preview. So we cannot go to the properties here. So let's try that and see. Now I have this chosen. Right click this, or let's build the solution together. So let's wait for the build to done. Okay, now this is also done. So let's right click and go to publish. So we wait for this to be done. Like you see, Android is selected automatically. If not, then you can now go for the Android from this platform and choose that. I've already published one, and that is this, but we are doing this together also. So we wait while it's packaging this file. And here, the type should supposed to, or the type is an APK. You know, we have an AIB, and that is for the app that you want to upload to Play Store. And if you want to install locally, then you need it with the extension of APK. Now, with the APK, so this is done. Let's see. So it is done. You can see bundle format is APK. Now, to check for this, or to check this, to change this, you know, I'm using the Visual Studio, the preview version. So I'll go to the project details here, and you can add this with a true code. So let's see where we can find this APK. So you can see you can add this Android package format. That's an APK. Okay, you can add this over here. That is the code. Because if we try to go to properties to add it, you're going to have error in it. That is the preview version. But I'll go through with the stable version to see, but this is going to work. With the preview version, that's what we have. So all the thing that needs to be done has to be done in the code. Okay, now let's finish this up. So we have, let's close this. We have the archive, so view archives, and that is what we have created now. Okay, so that's an Amber ambulance. So let's see now, although we have created this, you can click on open folder. That is the APK file, com.netcode.ambulance.app1.apk. That is a app. But if you try to install this, if you install it on Android, it's not going to work. You're going to say pass error, because you have to add a key to it. So how do you add the key? So select it and then go click on distribute. Now with the distribution, click on the ad hoc, and I've created one already, so I'm going to delete it. Okay, so I'm going to delete this one, or I can add another one here. So click on this add, and now what is the name here? That is an Amber ambulance. The name of the app, Amber ambulance 1. Now the password is 1234, and I'm going to say 1234. Okay, so let's see. Let's add one more. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Let's confirm 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now, what is the validity? 30 years. It's okay. Now, full names. I'm going to say Netcode-Hub. Organization unit. Yeah, that is one. Maybe Netcode-Hub. Now, I'm going to choose a city is Accra, because I'm in Ghana. And the state is Accra here. Country code is 23. Now, click on create. Now you can see this is created. So click on the current one, that is the app, and now click on save as. So you can see now choose a location that I want to install this app. Now click on this. So this is a working folder, and I want to save it here. You can see the output here, it is an APK format. So that's the name. Click on save as. And now let's wait for this to get saved. Now it requires a sign-in password. And that's a 1 2 3 4 5 6. So click on OK. And now let's wait for this to finish. You see it is signing application file now. Now that is done. When you go to the projects, and that is this one, working folder, you can see we have the app here. Now this app is ready to use. You can install it on your mobile phone and try it, your application. Okay, so I'm going to close this. Now let me open the other one. That's the Visual Studio 2022. Because it is the preview one, and that is the 2022 stable version. Let's open to the administrator, and I'm going to close this one. Okay, so when that is done, let me close this one. Good. Now I'm opening the stable one, opening the same project. And I can see with this, when you use this, you can be able to go to the property of your project and now make some changes in there. If you don't want to do it in the code, you can do it manually, visually. Yeah, that is it. So let's wait for this project to get loaded. Now right click on this, go to properties. So click on properties and let's wait while it is just populating and getting us our properties related to this particular project that we have created. So let's wait for a while. This is going to open soon for us. Okay, so loading properties. Now everything is set. Good. So you see we have the application properties here. And the first one is general. So with the general, all other things related to, or the common thing related to all the platform, that's under the general. So you can see we have the application and the assembly name, and that's the ambulance app 1. We have the namespaces. Now the target is an iOS. So let's go to Android. So with the Android, you can see we have the target one. So the target runtime is 7.0 and the target Android framework is 13.0. You can see we have the minimum one is 5.1. That is a lollipop. You can choose to select the 5. Or any of the minimum version of Android. Okay. Now, when you are done, you can see when you come to Android, you see here Android package format. So this is native installed. If you want to install it locally on a mobile phone, then use an APK. As long as you choose in the bundle, it seems or it tells you that this app is going to be installed online to the Play Store. Yeah. So choose the APK and you're good to go. And now, as you can see from here, there are some stuff that you need to do when you go downstairs. Also, let's see, go down, down. And let's see what we can do also. Okay. So that is an iOS. I want to talk about the Android. So here, let's see the native. Okay. So you see package signings, and this is an iOS. So with this, that is the package signing. So in case you have the key, that's what we created. You just have to check this. It means the app has to be signed and the other stuff. Okay, so these are the basics ones that you need to do, especially the Android package formats if you want to have the APK file, and also to set the name and the other stuffs as well. You can put them over here, so the target framework and etc. So it is advisable to use a stable version when trying to publish the app, because with the preview version it has this internal error, or that's the property side error, that you can't view the properties, and let's do it with code. Okay, but with the help of this the stable one, you can actually do everything with it. Okay, so now we have been able to publish our Windows app and also our Android app as well. I believe this video or this lesson has given you some insight in doing this. Thank you guys for watching. If you like what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up. If you have any issue too, you can put it at the comment section also. Yeah, that is it for this video. Take care of yourself, and I'm going to catch you up in the next video.